And we are live.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome back to another episode of Cultivated Ignorance. I am Will, one half of the show.
I am Mike, the actual whole of the show that allows
I'll be trying.
a slither to creep in every now and then.
I'll be trying.
I feel like it.
I said one half. I tried to make it equal.
Don't lie to people like you're not the half. Like you're slither. Like you're a slice that we occasionally partake in. You're a slice.
Why are you so mean to him?
Because he's a piece of garbage.
Bugs is already here. What's up, Bugsy?
If anybody wants to know, I did get a haircut. So
Thank God. Thank God. Yes. Give a round of applause for Will's haircut.
shut your bitch ass up.
Thank Jesus.
All right. This week we got a dope show. We have the lovely Cre with us.
What's up, Cre? How you doing? How you doing? Glad you made it.
We're gonna be talking with her some relationship stuff. We're also gonna be talking about my thirst of the week because I'm now taking over. Since I'm only a sliver, I'm taking over thirst of the week.
You can't have every thirst of the week.
It's done now.
You can't have
it's done.
Why
Bro.
can't y'all both just share y'all thirst?
That's what we do.
Oh,
What's the
okay.
problem?
Well, why do you have to take over?
Fuck him. That nigga's a piece of garbage.
Bro, my thirst be better anyway. It's fine. Go
You
ahead.
crazy.
Go ahead.
Hey, my thirst actually hit us back. So you can't say
That's
that.
the one notch you got. That's the one notch you got. And she's still fine too.
Yeah, all right. So we're gonna be talking with the lovely Miss Cre about everything she's doing on Cre Speaks Media, and we're gonna be shouting out her Instagram and things like that. The bulk of the show is gonna be about sex.
Yeah.
Sexy sex.
Sexy sex.
We're gonna be talking about foreplay and I guess how do people define it? Where does it begin? Because I guess there's a little bit of debate on is foreplay at the Is
it just like putting your mouth on each other, or is it like,
That 30 minutes
the whole
before,
30
or
minutes,
is
or
it
even a day before, or
Yeah.
even a week before? Like, what is it?
So we're gonna be talking about that. We're gonna be talking about. Well, I added this at the last minute. We're gonna be talking about the Carter 5. It's supposed to be released at midnight.
How you just gonna add some?
Because-
you didn't put it on the thing. I uploaded this.
I literally saw this 20 minutes ago. So
It's too late.
we're gonna be talking about the Carter 5. Thanks, Lil Wayne.
Who's still checking for Carter 5?
We're gonna be talking about it.
Will's the only one checking
Or
for
can we
Carter
talk about sex songs from Carter 2? Never
5. If we
mind.
can remember them all. That's been a minute.
I just need the titles and I'll be able to tell you.
Okay.
We're also gonna be talking about a section called what we call when is the turn up a turn off. This is how Mike phrased
It's a
it.
turn off. When you say it just like that, that's what it's a turn off.
When is the turn up a turn off?
Gross. Jonesy says it's grocery time. What's up, Jonesy?
All right. But yeah, since Mike is the whole of the show,
Yes,
we're gonna let him get these little.
absolutely.
We're gonna let him get these little church
These
announcements off.
big church. You gonna call the church announcements little?
We're gonna-
That's automatic ticket to hell. What's up, y'all? I'm glad that
What's
whole
up,
part is
y'all?
over with. Laquana, what's up? Terrence, what's up? How y'all doing? What kind of shenanigans am I about to hear about? I'm afraid. You should be afraid. You should be very afraid. All right, church announcements this week or this coming week. Of course, tonight, we got Bless the Mic going on tonight at Taste of Jamaica. We've all been. It's an amazing show. It's $5 at the door. I think they just got open mic tonight. Hosted by the great Bugsy Calhoun. He always kills it. Come through, spit your testimony. Always a good time. 9 o'clock. So right after the show, just go straight over there. Like as soon as the show ends, just go straight over there. This Saturday, we usually shout out like black events and stuff, but my boy Al Black is releasing his second book, Man with Two Shadows, September 22nd, which is a Saturday, 7 p.m. at Taps Art Center. Al, of course, is my co-host for Blue Note Poetry. He always kills it. He's a great guy. He does a lot of stuff for the community. Amazing poet. Come check out his book signing. Get your book. Man with Two Shadows is on his first book. Only Stop for Tea. It's only Left for Tea. I'm sorry. My bad, Al. Don't cuss me out. Amazing book. Go get the second one. Also Saturday, I got this from you. Kingston Couture fashion show.
Yes. My girls go be in there. Shout out to Avery.
Avery
and
is a
Dee
beast,
Dee.
yo.
Oh.
Wow.
People
Wow.
always want to call you right when the show starts. Well, I'm telling you, I'm sorry.
And he,
And then I hope they ain't watching. Hope they ain't watching. We don't do call-ins on the show, man. Like, sorry to do that shit before. We don't do call-ins on the show. Kisa Couture fashion show celebrating women of color and natural hair, adventure, children's museum. There's gonna be live performances, body painting, tutorials on natural hair, like styles and everything, giveaways, free food. It's gonna be all kinds of stuff. Well, it's not free because it's $20 out the door, but raffles, all that good stuff. $12 for kids, $20 for adults. Come through. It's lit. Last but not least,
You're not lit.
Last but not least, the 27th, man, is the wrap-up show for Figure Out Art Show, which is my work is featured in right now. It's a new art exhibition. If you haven't made it out there yet, come through. A lot of ton of great artists is out there. Please come through. Next Thursday is the last day. It's gonna be up. I think I sold one or two pieces. I still have more for sale, so come through, buy my shit. The closing reception next Thursday, 5:30 p.m. It's gonna be dope. That's absolutely free. So, but not my art. You gotta buy my art. But yeah, you should come do that. And that's the church announcement, man. That's the whole meat and
Thank God that's over.
meat and potatoes of the show.
Thank God.
Jonesy said it's connected. Wayne finna bless us with bars like eat a pussy. Oh, okay. Wayne about to bless us with eat a pussy bars is what Jonesy is saying.
Who is?
Wayne with this Carter Father know what he's checking for.
Oh, stop.
Name one person that's checking with Carter Father.
Lil Wayne. He been checking for 5 years now.
Exactly.
All right.
Thirsting, Cre over here thirsting at this dude.
No, I got a thing for dreadheads. Now you know this.
Keep your thirst. The thirst of the week ain't to the bottom of the show now. Hold on to it.
Tell that brother to come in here. No, I'm just joking. Don't
Tell
do
that
that.
brother
No.
to come. Darwin would do.
Darwin better not go do that. He better not go get.
He's not gonna do that.
Our producer just literally walked out.
But we still recording though. Go ahead. All right.
All right. So what's going on, Miss Cre?
Well, a lot.
Speak on it.
I be doing the most.
I be doing the most.
Like modeling and Cre Speaks Media. I am an indie music influencer. I hate the term blogger because I do way more than just blogging. But hey, I blog about the indie music scene. I pride myself on having a platform that is no clickbait. You're not going to ever see a fight video or how many females can say. No, you're not going to see all of that. You're going to get music and events. So, and I model, of course, because, you know, melanin popping. But
absolutely.
Yeah, that's about it for right now.
So what the Cre Speaks Media platform, I guess that's indie music or blogging.
Yeah, I showcase a lot of talent. I promote a lot of the events. I let people know like what is going on. I do playlist placement. I've been helping out some of my friends over there at Conquer Movement. Shout out to the Conquer Movement.
Hey,
helping them with film, like music to go on the films that they're creating. So I do a lot. I'm also trying to get to the point of throwing events. So I'm looking into that. It's growing. It's only my platform will be a year old in January.
It'll be a year already.
Yes.
Time be blowing by. Y'all.
Yes.
Growing. That's what's up. So I met you through Mike, and I guess in the time I've met you, you are very what's the word I want to say? Opinionated about
So go and get back now.
women's rights.
Yeah, a woman with opinions. I hate that word opinionated. Because it's like we all have opinions, but a woman, your opinion. I am so pro women right though, especially black women.
There you go.
Shout out to all the black women. Yes, intersectional.
Absolutely.
So how would you say? Do you think that social media kind of helps feminism, or do you think like it's just two sides talking to one another, or do you think it's actually a dialogue being shared?
I believe that it's a possibility for dialogue. I do feel like it's a whole lot of fighting on those topics. But if you focus just on the fighting, the negativity, you'll miss out on a lot. I feel like it's a lot of great black women that are sharing like really dope, their experiences. And if you pay attention to it, just don't go to the comment section, But sometimes there are people there because on any issue, there's always going to be the stupid extremists, the people who just get on my nerves. Like,
Only worth a sound effect.
They just want to fight and be mad about something. The people that are just looking for the negativity. Then there's the people who actually are committed to the solutions and actually want to involve others who are interested in the solutions. So I feel like, sometimes social media, I feel like through social media, you don't get to read people's emotions. So it's so much that gets lost in translation.
Very true.
Or,
Yeah.
Very, very true.
Are you a fan of Tekashi 6ix9ine?
No.
Okay.
Why?
Okay, so here I've been holding on to this for about a year.
I've never had any interest to go check out the music.
I've been holding on. I'm gonna be honest. I've been holding on to something about a year. So there was a post, something about you made a post a long time ago, bashing Tekashi 6ix9ine.
First of all, wait a minute. Why are we going here?
Because
What is the point?
I need to get it off my chest. And Mike knows.
Get on the record, no, this ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm always drinking my water.
Mike knows I've been holding on to this, so I got to get it off my chest. So anyway,
I don't know why you chose now, but okay.
I don't know why either. It just had to come out.
Let me sip my water.
Go ahead. Because I got a swing on a nigga today.
So anyways, the argument was that you thought 6ix9ine was white passing.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. I ain't got no problem with it. I don't know about your little goons, but some goons came for me on the comment section.
First of all, I don't claim none of those people. So
I didn't call. That's why I didn't call them your goons.
Thank you.
I was like, because she don't even agree with them like a lot of times. Yeah.
Oh, you got some minions, yeah, because people get on my nerves. I didn't ask for this God status. I didn't ask for it. I mean, people be treating me like I'm God. Like, I'm just a woman with an opinion. Think for yourself.
Right.
And I know.
And that's what I was trying to get to. Like, I feel like so many times, like, people are, I guess, opinionated, and then like they have this following that's like not very informative, and they just kind of.
It's because the following was built off of like negativity. Not
they
that you
only
were
pay
out,
attention to the negative.
Not that you were just like trying to put out negativity, but like they saw the negative post that they've been thinking, so they clung to it like a group of leeches.
Yes. There goes a negative opinion.
They look like Kermit the Frog on that meme. You know what I'm saying? And like you can't control that. Like only thing you can do is like just start posting more and more positive stuff and hope they go away.
I like to make posts that are like that goes against their extreme opinions, so they can be mad at me. We make it all kind of soul posts.
Well, see that makes sense.
I want balance. Like y'all, we can have different opinions. Like I can talk about how trash some men are and still appreciate men. You know?
Absolutely.
I love dick. I love men. Like why can't I love all those and I can talk about all of those things? Like they make it like you're crazy if you don't lean to one side. You know?
I fully agree.
I think a lot of it is just like I said before. Like a lot of people just ain't got nothing better to do, and when you're extremely bored, you have time to be angry. Honestly, if you keep it up with that many like negative posts. The post. I think
because I literally thought he was a white artist because the way his hair looks, I really thought he was a white artist. So it must have been something about dreads. I don't know. What was it about?
I don't exactly remember. I just know they came for me.
They came for in a big way.
That was the first time I've ever like been.
Bro, when it happens, bro, when it happens, it happens so fast.
I was so shocked.
They came for me on one of her homegirls posts. I told you about this. What about the Lemonade post? And because I think I told you about this.
What did you say? Lemonade wasn't a good album or something?
No, well, I mean, the visual album was great, fantastic. The album itself,
I love the album itself.
Okay, well, cool. So I had said the post was about like a lot of this. Basically, the woman said that people weren't listening to Beyonce about the affair until Jay-Z said something about it. Mm-hmm. And I said like I feel like I disagreed because I felt like Lemonade was a huge success.
Yeah.
And like everybody was listening to it and everybody was validating her. And I said, are you talking about people? Are you talking about just like men were paying attention to her like that? Mm-hmm. Or are you saying like everybody that you don't see the large success that they attained? And like I just asked the question, and nigga, they came for me full forward. Like it was like within 5 minutes, it was a good like 20 something comments. Got my ass.
That's why I don't be on social media.
And this is why sometimes when stuff just gets stupid, I don't know if y'all see me do this. I put my opinion and say, and I'm done talking. Right. And I go,
I've seen people do that.
I literally do that because it's aggravating. I'm like, you will make a post and they will literally like make up points that you never made.
Bro, that's just...
And I'm like, did I ever assert that? Go back and read it and tell me. You know what I mean? It's so stupid. So I'm like, and I'm done talking.
It's like, nah, like we still got to be mad about this. We can't just let it go. Like you ever talk to somebody about an incident that happened at the club or something, and it's like it happened, it's over with. We at the house now, but they can't stop talking about the shit at the house. They still like riled up
because it's triggering, and they need to share it.
Bro, share it with your mama. Like,
It was your mom.
we ain't got time.
So I guess we're going. Now that I got it off my
You got it. You good now?
Never been attacked on social media. And it's been sticking with me for about a year now.
Yeah, Robert's back.
She looking like nigga, calm down.
You had a whole flashback with the whole thing all over again.
All right, man. So the bulk of the show is going to be talking about foreplay, and sex in general.
Yeah.
Something Mike's not very familiar with. So this will be me and Cre educating Mike on
something that Will's actually never had sex. Like his daughter came from like artificial insemination. Like they just really liked each other. She was like, "Can you inject me with a
inject me?
You inject me with your baby?"
Is that true?
And
Can you confirm if any of this is true?
I can confirm that I have had sex with Michael's mother.
Whoa! See, we always do a mom. My mom like watch this. Mom has Facebook.
Bro, your mama got Your mama, bro.
Tell your mama to pull up and slap you.
Bro,
What you tell Linda?
Bro, I blocked your mom from the page.
Let me call Linda right now. Let me call Linda.
Call her.
Linda's Will's mom, by the way. Let me
I
text
blocked
her.
your mom from the page because she sent us a message and I didn't respond quick enough.
Bro. She was like, "You little dick motherfucker! You still owe me gas money, nigga." I'm gonna call Linda after the show.
You guys are horrible.
He's horrible.
What was it?
What the fuck is that?
Did
My
he?
man.
Okay.
We just had him on the top. We just had some dude pointing.
Did he point at me or did he
He pointed
direct you?
He pointed at all the black people in the room.
He was like, "Yeah, y'all get it.
Should
Y'all
we be
get it."
afraid?
I don't know, man. He looked like a redneck, but he was encouraging us. He's so confused. Well, that's about to be a show.
You did the winking the gun.
You did.
All right. You make sure that the shooting is not about to take place at the library.
All right, man. So, all right. This I guess the bulk of today's show came from a topic y'all picked, right? Y'all basically having conversations about football.
Yeah,
right?
we had like a long ass conversation about football. I don't even know how it came. Me and Cre be having random ass.
We do. We really do.
On a regular
basis.
It usually stems from her sister like feeding me, and then I'll be chilling, and then we just start talking, and it just goes anywhere. I think it stemmed from we were talking about occurrences where you were ready to have sex with somebody, and then like something happened. You was like, "Nah, I can't even do this shit no more." And I think you like, Cre was like, "That don't even happen to me like that."
One of my sister's experiences.
That's right.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
right.
Oh my gosh.
Hilarious
I
story.
wish she was here to tell that story. But nope, we're not even going to go over the details. That
Another
was
show.
hilarious.
We'll get her on the show next time. But yeah, we wanted to talk about foreplay and what the people really are. Like, if our generation is actually even putting any effort into it anymore, or we just like, and you just trying to get popping like off top.
I mean, we got things to do.
We don't even want to look at it.
I just.
Wow.
Is it wet? Okay, let's go.
Wow.
It's kind of low this man.
But that is the truth though. Like,
I think it's more leaning towards.
and I don't deal with men like that. I'm sorry. You're gonna take your time with me.
Right. Terrence, he can't relate either. There you go, Terrence.
I can't relate.
But do we want to talk about like what we define as foreplay?
What is foreplay? Exactly when does foreplay?
So Webster says
because he knows all about that.
Goddamn
Merriam-Webster.
All right. Does it matter that I said Merriam-Webster or Webster?
Mm.
You the guest.
Well, I'm just reading directly off of it.
No, correct his ass.
I'm
Cre.
supposed to read.
Get his ass free. Hold on, I got you.
It's all right.
You don't want to stop him right
I'm
now?
going to stop the violence here today.
Oh, we can start it. That's fine.
All right. So Merriam-Webster defines foreplay as erotic stimulation preceding sexual intercourse.
Oh.
Or it says or action or behavior that precedes an event.
Mm-hmm.
What was the other
Wait,
one?
read that slower. Number 2.
Action or behavior that precedes an event.
Very important.
Very important.
I don't think so.
You can flip it. No.
I don't know what the Urban Dictionary is.
Yeah, let me see Urban Dictionary. Urban
We
Dictionary.
just gotta go there.
It's like
Urban Dictionary probably say Netflix and chill.
I would say turning on some softcore porn on Showtime, and then
Nigga, what?
Who watches that?
I don't know.
What adult watches that
I've been okay.
to get off?
I don't know what to get off.
Okay.
Oh, gotta go back to safety. I forgot Urban Dictionary.
This is not
The
a
library does not want you here. Oh, it popped up.
Oh no, it's not gonna let me go.
It will let you go. It will let you go. It's just not
yeah.
secure.
Because them kids don't need to be learning about it.
Urban.
What?
It'll let you go. It's just not secure. Is what I'm saying.
Oh well.
Just use your phone.
Click
That's too much
Advanced.
word. Just click on the phone.
Let's scroll down.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Here go the turn up. Okay.
Nope.
Oh,
Wait,
five.
clock.
Never mind.
Thanks a lot, Mike. Now they coming for us.
No, they're looking for you.
Is anyone watching porn?
This IP address is looking up sloppy foreplay on the computer.
All right, let's
Oh
see
my
what
god,
Urban
you guys are
Dictionary
funny. Okay, guy. You don't have to stare.
Bro, it's always like a
All
because
right.
people get amazed at our lights and setup in here every time. I'm like,
It is nice though.
Urban Dictionary says touching,
dark.
kissing, licking each other to become each other in a stimulating manner in order to become turned on before having actual sex.
so they just
Person 1. So are you to like having sex?
what?
Person 2, no. Well, we've done foreplay, but it hasn't led to anything yet.
What?
Wait. So you just stop? You get into it and you stop?
Hold on, Urban
Wait.
Dictionary.
That's that blue ball.
Hold on. Urban Dictionary got a little story. All right. Here's a man's foreplay to women. Lay her down on the bed and kneel between her legs. Lean forward and kiss her passionately and slowly make your way down her chest and stomach, rubbing her boobs the whole time.
Rubbing her boobs the whole time?
Once
Sounds legit.
you reach her vagina, hold her knees down and lick and
Whoa,
kiss
they
her.
got it step by step. Okay.
Bro, that's the...
Oh, so there are multiple ones.
But
Yeah.
we're not reading all this shit.
Okay. All right. That's enough with definitions.
Oh my god.
We don't need to hear anything more. That wasn't that bad. I was expecting worse. Like,
That was strange.
never mind.
But how do y'all define foreplay? Like,
I define foreplay as if it's a date, it's the date. The date before sex.
you gonna kill Cre?
It's
Feels hard. Water just got through my nose.
Oh no!
Because I knew he was about to say something stupid.
Look at this having a song.
Okay.
foreplay is
Oh god.
foreplay is at a max 12 hours before sex.
Max 12 hours.
Before sex.
So I mean, why is it 12? Why is 12 hours?
Explain.
Yeah, explain.
Why the time frame?
'Cause I don't got time for all that. That's basically why. Now I know you said it was. What was your definition? It was something lame.
I define foreplay first of all as like making like an actual connection with the person, like a true connection. Shut up. I'm with Cre on this. I'm just gonna talk to Cre. A true connection with somebody, like y'all, more than just surface level. Like y'all actually like vibing. Things are going smoothly. You know, the conversations don't feel forced. Ain't no awkward like.
Isn't it just
silence?
Isn't that just connection, energy with
I
somebody?
think that's part of foreplay.
Yeah.
With somebody you're interested in, I think that's part of foreplay.
No. I disagree.
Okay.
I'm being serious.
No,
You
okay.
have to
In
have
addition
some
to that.
sort of connection with somebody you want to have sex with, right?
That's not the
Like
only
it's
thing I
something you
define as
like
foreplay.
about them.
Yeah.
You find them attractive. You might slightly like their personality enough for them to, you know.
So that's
does that
one
make
piece of
sense?
it.
I think y'all expanding the foreplay definition.
Nah, I'm gonna tell you why.
Well,
I'm
it's
gonna tell
a
you why.
science to
I'm
it
gonna
because
tell
I'm
you
going
why.
to explain after he do.
Exactly. Thank you. So after you get all this connection and everything, especially like if y'all made each other feel ultimately like super comfortable to where y'all could just talk about anything. Y'all not talking about nothing crazy, but you know, you feel free to just speak your mind without judgment. when it comes to actual like physical, sexual foreplay, like I feel like y'all get to the point where y'all like free to do anything freaky and nasty that y'all want to do because you don't feel like it's judgment. If anything, you feel completely vulnerable to where you can just lay your whole self out and you feel safe and you feel comfortable and you feel like I can trust this person with my body and like anything goes. And so that's when it just leads to like sexual freedom in y'all's relationship. All that other stuff, it just all ties together, in my opinion. Because if you don't have any of that, and you having sex with somebody you don't feel comfortable with, or that you don't even really know, like you feel like, uneasy in the bedroom a little bit, in my experience anyway. You know what I'm saying?
You feel uneasy because you got a little meat.
Linda,
that's why you feel uneasy.
She wanted me to have sex with her before the show. I was like, nah, I gotta keep my energy. Your son get in his feelings because he can smell you on me when I walk in the door.
Next time you go home and you see me butt naked on your mama's couch.
Sticking a broom up your ass.
He gonna be like on Baby Boy,
Lexi,
naked in the kitchen.
Telling her to get in that fish and fry that goddamn fish.
Oh man, Lexi said, true, absolutely, and intellectual people make me weak. Yes, I think. Well, everybody but Will can attest to that. He don't care. He don't care.
Bro, y'all gonna make me sound crazy.
You about to agree with this?
No, I'm just saying, like, bro, it's not that deep. Like, I think foreplay.
Well, that's the problem, and this is
why. Oh God!
Tell him, go ahead.
I'm not saying you don't need a connection with somebody. That's very necessary.
Okay.
But that is not what foreplay is.
Okay.
I think it ties into
Maybe
it.
you've never thought about it. For me, okay. Foreplay to me starts the moment you start having conversations, start engaging the person that you will ultimately have sex with. For instance, let's just say you start, since we do use social media, start messaging this girl. Y'all been talking for 2 or 3 days straight. All right. If she's obviously giving you this much attention over social media, and then now y'all elevate the phone conversations, now y'all are on a date, now y'all are in each other's space, that makes it that much easier. You know what I mean? To, like he said, sexual freedom. It makes you feel like, oh, wow, I really feel very comfortable with this person. So maybe, people, if you're talking about the actual act, but the science behind it, what makes it really, really good is the fact that you feel comfortable with that person. For instance, I'm a sapiosexual. The moment some men just say really stupid things, I'm just like, the pussy points are dropping for you, sir.
Not the pussy.
I call them pussy points. You get pussy points for certain things. You get pussy points when you decide to take me somewhere to eat. Oh, and you're paying for it? You mean I don't? You know what I mean? Because food is love. So you get pussy points for making sure that I am comfortable. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Not just thinking about yourself.
Right.
So now the moment we do get in the bed, maybe, just maybe, because I'm the type of person, like people might consider foreplay, well, maybe you give him head before, or maybe he gives you head, whatever. I'm not about to go down on some man that I feel is stupid or somebody that I'm just using for a nut. I'm like, why would I waste? You don't deserve that. So you can get all of the foreplay. You can get whatever, not whatever, but you're going to get a little more than what you would get if I didn't feel comfortable, if we were not good at conversing. You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Does that make sense, y'all?
It makes complete sense. Go ahead, Will. Even facial expression been going crazy.
Bro, like that's different. Like somebody treating you right, somebody being able to engage in deep conversation, that is not foreplay. Foreplay, unless they're doing it for the goal of smashing.
That's what we're talking about.
But which, if you're gonna say that, then it could also be like disingenuous. Like you could be dealing with a fake person.
You could be, but
in that moment, if you feel that it feels genuine to you, you know what I mean. It's not about being used or nothing. It's just about getting a person on a good comfort level.
Basically,
I will continue to feel like foreplay is the time leading up to before sex.
That is 12
hours. 12 hours.
Why is it 12 hours?
Because people ain't got time for that shit.
Because you ain't got time. So you don't have time to engage in conversation.
I do, but I don't consider that part of foreplay.
That is.
You don't see how it all ties in, though.
I feel like that's making a connection.
That is the connection leads to.
Look at here,
sex.
Webster say. Okay. Say what? Webster say no. Urban Dictionary says lay her down on the bed and kneel between her legs.
Pin her legs down.
Okay, so why? Okay, there are some men who would not do that with a certain woman if he looks at her a certain way. If he feels like, all right, take her out on a date. She's kind of dumb. She ain't about shit. All right, I might just have sex with her, but I'm not gonna eat her out. I'm not doing all that extra shit.
Right.
I'm just gonna suck her titty for 2 minutes and then boom, stick it in.
Mm-hmm.
That is the whole point. Like, you're not going to get all that extra shit if you are not being.
Why do I need all that extra shit? If
You might not need
because
that.
You might not need it,
listen.
but the
If
woman-
the goal of foreplay is sex, right?
Yeah.
If I'm in there, then that's all that matters.
If you're in there, that's the question. If you're just
Why does he makes it
I'm-
sound like a party, yo?
I'm trying to make it like as
Look at the
simple
door.
as possible.
no,
But,
it's,
like,
what we're saying is it is simple, but you can easily shoot yourself in the foot, which is what we're talking about. People talking themselves out of sex by not like making.
I'm sure I've talked myself out of sex from everybody who's watching if they were ever gonna give it to me.
I'm sure.
See? Well, I'm glad you know that.
But good thing, foreplay is only the 12 hours before sex, so I can make it up.
He's giving his own definition. Cicely said foreplay and intimacy are similar, but not the same. First of all, I love you, Cicely. I'm glad you're here. Second of all, I think intimacy is part of foreplay.
Yeah.
Nigga, no.
You can feel intimate with somebody you don't know that well, but if you feel, if y'all.
You don't need to be intimate with somebody to have sex with them.
You don't have to. He's saying you don't have to be with somebody. You don't have to get to know somebody on an intimate level to have sex with them, which is true.
Yeah.
But what we're saying is it can be tremendously better if you do have that factor in
Okay,
there.
y'all want
Exactly.
to talk about
If
better.
you don't care about, I'm
Because
saying,
this
if you
is
don't care
about
If you just trying to
solutions.
pop it off,
Who does not want good
bro, I
sex?
want like a whole good sexual
a whole
experience.
experience.
Like I don't want to just like fuck for 15 minutes and then like get up, throw a damn wet rag on her, and then walk out. Like
you
I want to
want
have.
to
Like,
see the stars and shit.
nigga, why would you not?
No, I won't crack this nut off.
Okay. All right. Will's using woman's.
I'm
bite.
not even like that. I'm not even like that. I enjoy connection, but for the sake of this argument, I fully
It's
believe.
not an argument.
I'm mad, so it's an argument. Nah, for the sake of this discussion,
Mhm.
this is how I feel, and y'all don't respect that.
We can respect it, and we gonna still think what we think over here.
I just want to see people, and we're gonna talk about it in the show, like living the best sex life possible, and I think that's part of it. Like, because I think part of the problem is like we have got to the point where it's just like have sex with whoever, however you can, tell whatever lies you got to, put forth minimum effort, which you're gonna talk about all this stuff, and then get what you need, hopefully, and then just throw the person away. Like, I don't think we build true connections like that.
I don't think you.
And that can be toxic in the long
You don't.
run.
I'm just saying, like people scream up and down that they don't want to build connections, but it's like a cry for help that they do. It's like the whole like cut off game, strong game. Like
Yeah.
niggas swear they can cut somebody off, but they don't want to cut somebody off. They want somebody to love them, but they gotta act cold hearted and stuff. We just talked about this on the way here. They want to act cold hearted and shit to make it seem like they don't need nobody.
Yep.
Meanwhile, to be the main people that need the most people, need the most love on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
Cicely said stars are great. I agree.
What? Stars are great.
Cicely said stars are great. She just said that in there.
Oh, like seeing
Mhm.
stars. and
yeah,
shit when
seeing
you
stars
have
during
sex.
sex, which is wonderful.
Oh yeah, that shit is dope. That can only be done through intimacy, not necessarily foreplay.
It's all tied in together, bro.
Yep. I believe foreplay is a process.
It should be.
It's a whole process. That it can be natural though. Like it
That's
don't.
what I'm saying.
It's not like something that you gotta like do step by step. It at the core of it, it's about being an authentic person.
Right.
And what? Yeah, like
Nigga,
being.
no. Nigga, no.
You know
so
what,
you get
y'all?
this fakeness so I can get
We
my
need
dick
a
wet.
prayer circle. We need a
We need
prayer circle for
Will?
him. We do. Because Will is not committed to any solution.
Well,
What the solution is
12 hours.
go
Lay
hard
down.
for 12 hours.
Wait, so what? No, okay. What occurs in these 12 hours?
that's a good last question.
I'm opening the door for you. I'm telling you how nice your hair looks.
Wow.
Oh
Let
God,
me see.
Tazzy,
I pay for the food.
Who you looking at the sky? You paying for the 4 for 4?
I'll let you order wine if you want to.
I'm gonna die.
It's a number of things, you know. It just means going hard for 12 hours, saying yes to whatever she wants.
Yes, to what?
So how does that work for you in the long run? How often
There is no long run.
How often do you have to be like, all right, I want sex. I have 12 hours to make it happen. That sounds so much more exhausting.
Sounds like 12 hours of hard work.
What hard work? What?
What she's asking is, would you rather like bust your ass for 12 hours with like random people on some fake shit and maybe have sex?
No. Okay, so seriously. So the 12 hours thing, I'm saying like that's if you're like going out on a date with somebody. I'm not just walking up to random women to say, hey, you want to hang out for 12 hours?
No. I'm saying with somebody you've already met and you are talking to.
What?
I'm talking about somebody that you're talking about, somebody you met and you're talking to. You said at that point it's 12 hours if you're trying to smash that the foreplay.
Well, yeah, I'm saying like if you're like trying to have a sexy night or whatever, it's like I would say it's solid 12 hours. Like if y'all got a night planned to do shit, like if y'all gonna do stuff.
All right, let me ask you real quick. How is stop looking at me when I ask you a question.
I'm looking at you to engage in conversation.
So how is like the 12 hours of like taking on a date or whatever, getting something to eat, whatever? How does that count as foreplay? But everything we're saying doesn't count as foreplay.
Because it's the act leading up to sex, like what y'all are talking about.
This is an act. It's a series of acts. What did the second definition say in Merriam?
Let me
the
see.
second says an event, which means an event can last for a long time.
Yeah, well, I ain't doing all that. I'm gonna be honest with y'all.
All right, that's the answer.
That's too much.
That's
I feel like what y'all are talking about is establishing a connection or rapport with another person. I don't feel like foreplay. I feel like foreplay is the actual things that you are trying to get, that the things that you are trying to do to lead you to sex. Now, if you want to do that shit a week out, and you want to keep sex in mind at the very end of it, that's on you. then if you want to define that shit as foreplay, then that's y'all. Y'all keep that definition. But that just sounds like too much. I'd rather just say we're just establishing a connection. We're just kicking it. We're just vibing together.
So do you often meet women who are okay with the fact that you simply just want to fuck?
Oh, I'm honestly, I don't do that.
I'm just confused. I'm very confused.
Okay.
Because it's like, okay, so you're taking women out. Before you take them out, you're not engaging them in any way. You're not engaging them before that date. The date just happens. Yeah,
but I don't think that is foreplay. I think that's just talking, seeing if there's a connection there or whatever. The seeing if there's a connection there is not the same as foreplay. Engaging in conversation is different.
I think, like we said, once you get established the connection, then just like you said, like,
but it seems like
to eat and everything.
I mean, I get that, but it seems like disingenuous to say that if I'm doing all this, I'm keeping the thought of sex in mind at the end of it. Why is that disingenuous?
No, it's just whatever happens. It's about when you actually get to the sex part.
Right.
It's not about the fact that you expect or think sex is going to automatically happen.
It's
about when it occurs.
That's what foreplay is based on.
Of course, you expect. Well, you would hope sex would happen, but like if it doesn't happen, you'll be good because the connection is all like you want to actually establish a connection with this person. Yes, you hope it leads to sex, but if it doesn't lead to sex, you're not going to spaz out and be like, "Fuck this shit, I'm gone." Like,
but if you're lumping it into foreplay, then there's a assumption that it is for sex.
Yes, I agree with that. I'm saying if it doesn't happen though, like you don't get mad. Just as a mature adult, like it's saying like, don't get mad. That don't act like all this was for nothing. It's saying sex could happen eventually. It might not happen.
Yeah, but when it happens, you will be more comfortable with each other. Oh, I'm hitting it.
Right. Who cares about comfort?
I'll do that too.
Cracking this nut off.
We got Will's answer. We got it.
Look at here. I think Webster got it right. They said
in
the first one,
action or behavior
the first one,
the action or behavior. I
actually like Oxford's even better because they were point blank with it. What'd they say?
It was a hit.
They said sexual activity. Hold on, where that? Sexual activity that precedes intercourse. That's what I'm talking about.
What is considered
12 hours
sexual
before,
activity?
the 12 hours before.
What is all considered sexual activity? It definitely does not say that.
And like she said, what defines sexual activity? I define like flirtatiousness as sexual activity.
Yeah.
Booty rubbing.
Because these are all things that lead up and build up to having great sex.
I don't think we're doing them all.
Well,
All I mean,
Well, good luck with any women that you engage.
on that note,
I'm out here, man. You know,
you just out here just busting everywhere. Just
bro, holler at me 12 hours beforehand.
12 hours.
You have a great day.
Do you like start a timer when you realize?
Bro, I got it set on my phone.
The sex timer.
A 6. The clock is ticking.
Bro, it's foreplay. It's like a 12-hour and 32-minute clock.
So you get to like the last 30 minutes and she was sitting there
The
talking.
last 32 minutes is sex. The last 32 minutes is sex. That includes kissing, giving each other mouth, sex, and cuddling. So 32 minutes.
Oh my gosh. So that includes the actual like physical
Intercourse?
too? No, foreplay. The physical.
Yeah, it does.
Like,
yeah.
All right.
So when I suck on her toes and do all that other stuff.
Look at you looking at you. This is all women watching the show looking at you right now. So on that note, do y'all think the art of creative foreplay has been lost on our generation?
The art of creative.
The art of creative foreplay. Do you think it's been lost on our generation?
I don't think so.
I think everything is so popcorn now.
What do you mean?
Popcorn as in, you know, everybody expect everything to happen fast. Like, nobody's carefully planning out. Well, based on our definition, if we're going with engagement, building rapport, up until that point, is almost like, okay, here we are. We're here together.
All right.
And you just going to take whatever I have to give. I don't care about your pleasure. I only care about mine.
Right.
I feel like that's a real popular mindset.
I think so too. I think it needs to get a lot better. I think people just gotta get to know. Like I was telling my therapist about just the dating sequence and how it should be versus how it is, and she was talking about how like a lot of people go from like acquaintance to dating when they really should be doing like acquaintance and friendship than dating. And, like people don't really get to know each other anymore. It's just like, oh, fine ass woman over there. We get it to the house. A lot of times it's minimum effort. Like,
you think that's what our generation? Or you think that's just in general?
That's all I was asking y'all.
I think it's
sure.
more courting. I mean, we didn't live in the other generation, but we know from the stories they tell us that there was more courting. There was more effort into, let's actually plan out a date. Now you have niggas arguing online about, you know, so if I take you to Wendy's, would you be okay with a Wendy's date? Why? Like, why? Like, why? Why not? Oh, let's go to the park. Let's go this place, or let's go do this activity together to build a connection.
Right.
Like, it's just always, all right, this is going to be the fastest way. So, and expect you to put up with it. I'm like, what happened to planning stuff out? What happens to listening, to figuring out what it is that this person likes and doing that with them? Let's say she's into comics. Oh, well, let's go to this comic event this weekend. Oh, she really loves food. Oh, well, let's go to this food festival.
Or let's go to this Wendy's.
If somebody think that they're going to take me to Wendy's as a test, I'm going to take that free Wendy's meal and I will ditch your number. Like, you got, you know what I'm saying? Like,
damn.
And they make everything like it's all
Large
about
frosty.
money. It's not about money. It's about creativity. Like, what?
I said large frosty ain't gonna do it.
No. Niggas the worst.
I mean, they can at least be like, yo, I'm gonna take her to Chick-fil-A. Y'all niggas gonna pick Wendy's.
Look,
the fuck?
The worst I've ever done on a date was when I first met this woman. I was like, I wanted to take her out so bad. I did not want to miss the opportunity. But I was dead broke that week. This was I was still at Slaves Club. I mean, both Will was out there.
The Slaves Club.
Sam's Club.
Oh, well, that could go.
And I was like dead broke. It was an off-pay week, but I like wanted to take her out, so I took her to McDonald's. But I said, anything you want on the menu, like you can have, like anything you want.
I would hope so.
And she straight ran my ass. She got like the whole left side of the dollar menu, and like it was a good ass day. We just had like a table full of cancer. Like it was wonderful. Like it was just a terrible meal, but like That's the best I can do. So it's like you got to just show your effort, I guess. Like
yeah, somebody's gonna be fine with that. Or if you can't spend money, it's like look, think of the free things you can do. There are parks, there are lakes.
Say what?
Maybe if you had engaged in her needs a little bit more, you wouldn't have took it to that bullshit.
I had no money, bro.
She just said you.
Well, she better than me because I don't even like McDonald's food. But that's just me. But if she was fine with it and y'all fine,
she was cool with it. We ended up. Shut up.
At least you told her, you know, you can get anything, you know, things that add up. If I was her, I would have just ordered about four combos just for the sake of it.
Just to have something to take home and shit.
Yeah.
I would say that the art of dating is kind of basic now.
I think so.
I don't know about foreplay because I don't define foreplay.
Well, we're going with foreplay.
No, we're not. The collective we. There you go.
We're going with foreplay.
Yeah, man. The art of dating is like real, like basic. Like people don't know what to do. People just. I don't think people listen very well.
That's the main thing.
That was exactly what I was talking about.
That's the main thing I tell dudes. Like, if you don't, what I do?
It's your expression.
Oh, I know what happened. Yeah, I tell dudes like if you're not actually listening to a woman, and like, because I feel like women can tell when you're listening eventually. Like, you can hit her with the word, wow, that's crazy. All the stuff like that.
Wow.
But then you go back.
Do niggas really do that? Like, I don't think a whole lot.
My homegirls say niggas do this shit, man. Like
in front of them.
like
I do it on the phone, or if I've been with you a long time.
Yeah, that's normal. But I'm talking about when you first.
At some point, I got to stop listening.
I don't know about stop listening, but like if you don't actually listen, like to somebody's like true, like coming out to you, ask somebody a question about like their degree or something or their job, they give you this whole spill and you don't hear none of it. Like,
oh, she work at the bank? That's all they get.
So what you do?
She done told you about this whole.
Talk about how she went to school for finance.
She got 3 degrees in accounting, and you just like, oh, so you work at Sacramento Federal.
No, what makes it so bad? They're gonna call you like, "Hey, didn't you say you was looking for a job? Oh, so you wasn't?
Oh,
bro, if you
bad.
was listening, you would have known that was the sector."
Yeah, man, I think people just need to listen more. Because I mean, honestly, some of the best dates I've ever had were not necessarily even going anywhere. It was just like sitting in a car talking.
Oh yeah,
and like you learn so much about somebody like
For
that.
sure.
And that's not foreplay.
I don't understand you said that's not foreplay, but taking somebody out to eat and da 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 is not.
I didn't say
it is. I'm sorry.
I didn't say that.
You did say take somebody out to eat.
I said
that's in the 12 hours. That's what you said.
In the 12 hours. That's in the 12 hours. If that's what we do in the 12 hours, then yeah.
So how do you? So you automatically know it's going to happen
and within 12 hours.
Within 12 hours.
Yeah.
How you know for sure that's going to happen?
How do you know?
Because it's talked about beforehand.
Okay.
You say so within that 12 hours. You be like, hey, real quick.
Sex.
So are we going to have sex?
Yes.
You know what? So are we going to get?
Real quick before
are we about to have sex or is this just a date?
Before you open the door.
Sex.
Hold on. Sex.
That's
we gonna have sex, or we
gonna have sex, or we just gonna
kiss and like.
If it's just a date, go. All right, door open.
You know what?
It's a dirt bag, bro.
But if it is sex, I'm walking around.
All right, come on in.
Hey, I'm gonna use the key on the lock. It's a queen.
You lay in this jacket. It's a queen.
Yo.
Build me, queen.
You know what? I wanted to bring up something he was saying about sitting in the car. Well, there was a time when I believe somebody I connected with really well. We didn't call it a date. We was just, we're just gonna go out together. We didn't call it a date. We went out to Wet Willie's and we were just vibing there. We was like, we're just gonna leave. So we're basically just downtown in one of those benches just talking for hours. Before you know it, it's like 3 a.m. I'm like, wow, I don't do this with anybody.
Right.
He go have to get the draws like
real
soon.
That drop.
You know what I'm saying? Now I don't be thinking like that. But but sometimes I be knowing,
What would you think about that?
We know who you gonna bless.
I mean, knowing who I'm gonna bless, but I ain't gonna bless him right away. If I really like him, I ain't gonna bless him right away.
Why not?
Because I want to make sure. I'm sure about who they are. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna let's say that's my first time hanging out with him. Mm-hmm. If I have sex with you, the first time me hanging out with you is probably because I was just really horny and needed some. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm like, he gonna have to wait just a little bit, you know, because I want to make sure I know who he is, and I just want to I don't know, just want to make sure I'm not being, you can't always read people. So you want to make sure you're not being like, oh, you're just one of these girls I'm smashing this week, and making sure they're not viewing it in their head like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you make sure you have time to actually build a connection and not get distracted. You know what I'm saying?
No.
But I feel like we all grown. Some people might sleep together the first night and vibe really, really well.
Absolutely.
You know, other people, you know, not so much. You know?
Very true.
So I'm just trying to increase the chances if I really, really like a man. I'm like, yeah, he definitely not gonna get it the first time we hang out.
So if y'all meet Cre and y'all connect, you might have to wait a little bit.
Just be kind of good. Just be like kind of cool.
Yeah,
Be kind of cool.
Yeah, just be kind of cool, and then see like where she at. And like,
and I'm running them astrology numbers too.
Okay, we don't do that on this side, but okay.
That's I ain't gonna give too much away.
That's funny. All right. Well, I think we make good time. We should go ahead into the second half. You think so?
Yeah, we pretty much
some just a little piece of the show.
Slither, not a piece. Slither.
A slither. So I'm a piece of cake that you cut it and it just flopped down.
If you a piece of cheesecake that somebody had like cut the crust off of, and then they just ate the crust and they left the rest of it because it was graham cracker.
What are we talking about?
We're talking about Will's role in the show. All right. So you want to go? You want to do it?
Sure, man. So this is all I'm good for.
All right. I'll get the paper ready.
All right, man. So this is Mike's little title: when the turn up becomes a turn off.
Oh shit.
I like that.
Mike types out all our outlines. It makes him feel real important.
Probably smiling while I'm doing it. Like,
that's right.
Don't hit the table.
You go that extra mile, Mike.
Thank you, Cre, for appreciating the hard work I put into this.
So, Cre, this is where we can get Michael to stop talking. What was something that turned you off from someone you were otherwise ready to do the dirty with?
You're not reading the outlines beforehand, so you know what to expect,
Bruh. I don't know why you put do the dirty with.
I'm trying to think of which one. Which one?
She said, "Which one?" She gotta go through the file.
There's been a number of them.
So many never make it. Never make it.
Well, what's the instance where you was like the draws was like ready to just like, and then he did something? Where you was
it's
like,
normally
nah,
some
nigga,
stupid shit that they
normally say
or make
something.
me feel unsafe. Like I feel like I can't trust him. I remember one night there was this guy. We were smoking, just talking, and I was just saying, you know, just explaining. Sometimes I'm aware of my surroundings. I'm trying to be safe as a woman, and he's asking me, so what you're saying is you don't trust me? And I'm just like, I just met you. Like, so he basically wanted like 100% trust from me right off the bat.
within 12 hours.
And I'm like, yeah, within 12 hours. So I'm just like,
damn, brother, you shot
see?
shot a little too hard.
Yeah, like, how do you want that? And he was just acting so oblivious to the things I was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
You're married, you have daughter. Well, was married. He was in the process. I think it was divorced or something. I think he wasn't that far from divorce, and he was just, I'm like, so you had a whole ex-wife and whole daughters, and you gonna sit here and tell me that, you know, you don't know about their experiences, and you're in your 40s. You don't know that women feel unsafe with certain people. You don't know I just feel like you being oblivious. So you must have something to hide. You know what I'm saying?
You felt like he had something to hide, or he just didn't care?
Maybe he was like, I shared that I got daughters and an ex-wife.
Right.
Maybe he was like,
I guess it would be entitlement. The moment I notice that a man is feeling entitled to me, and I'm like, oh, you know, like, oh, and when they make references like, you know I can get it, or you know you can do what?
Why would you say that?
Like
confidence. I thought,
but not if you not.
Maybe he thought that's what they like.
I like confidence, but don't ever be too sure of yourself.
It's not even confidence.
You know what I'm saying?
I can have any of them.
They're all mine. I just haven't claimed them yet. Like, I don't understand. Quick.
What about pity sex?
Pity sex?
Yeah, the pity that they try to make
I don't
you
get
do.
pity sex.
Like, well, you know, I'm blind and.
Ain't no one giving up cheeks to blind niggas just off the fact that they blind.
That does happen.
You give him pity sex?
I ain't giving no damn pity sex.
I didn't think.
That just don't work on me. Like, man, life been real hard.
I'm so
My
cold.
baby mama been stressing me.
Yeah,
I just lost my job.
He put on
You don't got to do all that, man.
what's the song by J. Cole?
What you talking about?
Lights Please. He turn on Lights Please by J. Cole and be like, he'd be like, life's just so hard, man, for black people.
That woe is me stuff is the fastest way to make me be like, all right.
What about you, Will? You ever something happened where you was like, you was gonna give the D, but
It's only been one time. Because it doesn't happen often. Women have said a lot of stupid things to me.
right.
And I've continued my same course of action.
Was like, la. Shut up.
I wish Daddy was here. Oh man, it's only been one time, and this girl was a little too eager for me to raw dog her.
Oh yeah, so I tried to dig into this on the Facebook post, which I'm gonna read some of the answers from that.
Oh,
But,
okay.
So what happened?
All right, so hanging out with this girl, we were kicking it, and you know, she blessed me with the mouth, and she was like, huh?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, she's like, all right, let's have sex, and I was like, I ain't got no condom.
She's like, I don't give a fuck.
She was basically, she's like, it's
in.
okay, it's okay, I'm clean, this, that, and the third. You can raw dog me, I'm on birth control. She didn't say raw dog, of course.
You definitely need to run if she did.
A woman from Brooklyn or some shit.
Just raw dog me.
But yeah, man, it was like one of our first times hanging out like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so she was just okay with me going in there raw, and I was like, nah. And it didn't just turn me off that night. Like it was just like, nah, there's something wrong with this.
So that was actually.
situation.
So I said, like, if she asked the next time, she's like, "Hey, I got condoms this time," or "You got condoms this
Nigga,
time."
no, you got something. You got something really. You don't care about your body like that.
That is so valid, though. And so that's almost like one of the only ways men decide they don't want to have sex with women from the commentary on your post, outside of the stupid shit. But
I got some other answers now. No, we got faith in my man now. We got faith
I
in
need
him.
to screenshot those answers.
I got them right here for you. The top answers right here.
The top answer?
The top answers,
The top.
Oh,
like,
he
80.
has an extra sheet that we don't know about.
bro.
Professional with this shit, man. That's what I be doing. That's what I be doing.
I love it.
Look, actually,
This nigga trying to go solo on me.
Nah, bro. Nah, man. We still here.
Trying to put out his resume for Charlemagne.
This is all like recording. I'm gonna send it to the breakfast call. Y'all want me to read the answers now? Or y'all
Sure.
Go ahead.
Okay. All right. So you want me to do men or woman first?
Let's do women first.
All right. Woman, which I wasn't super surprised, but top answer for the woman who turned down sex when they was ready to give the draws, but at the last minute was like, nah, nigga. Top answer was not feeling comfortable or secure. They felt like
There's so many posts on Facebook about women not feeling secure.
yes, bro. That's a very real thing. Very well. Well, your boy Mike is in the room.
Bro, he being gay. It's okay.
Women.
Keep going.
He said,
Bro, I don't even care, bro.
Okay.
Keep going.
All right, cool. Not feeling comfortable or secure. Men, take note of this shit. Make sure your woman feels secure around you. Men bragging on themselves too much. Like Cre just said, which I don't know who does this, bro. Who, like, when you know you don't get the skin, like
bragging on their dick.
yeah, girl, this thing about the way you out. You know what I'm saying? You about to
Yeah, I normally have women.
sideways after this thing.
I normally have women stalking me. Oh, really?
But Cre's man voice is so funny.
I've always thought that meant, like, at least from women always perceive that as dudes terrible in bed.
Because there's a way to like.
Is that how y'all perceive it?
Because, okay, we take it as let your work speak for itself.
Right.
And most of the people who are the loudest about something like that is like you're trying to like overcompensate, or you
Right.
might think you're better than you actually are. And that so many men think that because they are so used to women faking orgasms. And I'm too old to be faking
We're gonna talk
orgasms.
about that too.
So I'm not doing that.
Right. Which I don't understand how many.
Mike actually asked women to fake orgasms for him before.
I never asked them that. Okay, so men seeing every attractive woman as a conquest has been a turn off. Can you attest to that,
I'm thinking what they meant by that was basically like just
seeing every woman as like oh, that one over there, I'm gonna get her tonight.
Yeah, like you could be attracted to a woman and not want to like, oh, I'm gonna definitely try to pursue her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you can hear in certain conversations where it's pretty clear that they only see women as like, oh yeah, this is just this person that's here for me. Like for instance, always talking about what they don't like yeah, because I don't really like women that have hair this way. Okay, well, why are we talking about that? You're here with me, right? You know, why are you talking about that? Why are you worried about this random woman that just walked by? Like, it does not matter.
I think people will do that, men in particular, because they think that if they put this person down and build you up, like it's supposed to make you feel better about yourself.
Yeah.
But it's like, I just talked to one of my exes the other night. I said, one thing I loved about us is that we both celebrated, like she celebrated black men all the time. I celebrated black women all the time. It was never like you a king and all these peasants out here. It was never no shit like that. It was like she just loved black men, and that shit was sexy as hell. Men having zero communication skills. Yeah.
We talked about that before.
Yeah, we think it has. Yeah.
Niggas just can't stand to be vulnerable or express their real feelings.
You can't find
And
nothing.
no, sometimes it's just really basic stuff. Like, okay,
They just can't hold
for
on.
instance, if you're planning a date or planning to see each other, and for whatever reason it does not happen, why wait until the next day? If you were not in a
I
hospital,
don't know who does that.
like if you were not in a hospital with somebody,
That's crazy.
like what is your reason for just saying, oh, I'm sorry, I'm not going to be able to make it? So it's like running from communication. Like you're trying to avoid having the conversation,
That's wild as hell.
and that's one way I'm just like, red flag.
At all. Jonesy said, as an ugly nigga without pity sex, he'd still be a virgin. I don't think
Shut up.
I don't think so. No, you're a fine looking, strapping young black man. Did I already say men inviting themselves to the house? I didn't say that yet. Men inviting themselves to the house, which I've heard is a huge turn
My
on.
nigga Dro.
Bro, did you see the last episode?
Fuck him.
Bro, Dro is the man.
But not after that last episode. The way he talked to Molly, I was actually
He
mad.
a
Like,
bitch.
why does bitch sound so much worse when it comes from a woman?
He a bitch.
He is a bitch because damn, she can't even speak to you if she
That
don't
nigga
want
was
to give
super
you
butthurt.
draws. Nigga, fuck you. You got a whole wife and baby on the way.
Team Dro.
Typical
Team
fuck
Dro.
boy.
Team Dro. Team Dro.
Wait.
Team
Joe?
Nathan. Team
Nathan
Nathan.
is the worst fucking actor of all
I told her
time.
Y'all just hating on them.
He cool, man. He just
Well, apparently the women love him because it feels like a real man. It feels like a man that
So
you
real
have.
man-
A man that has no talent in acting. That nigga's horrible.
He does not have a role where it's like a
He should
lot
not
of
have a
acting
role.
required. Y'all just hating.
I'm not hating. I think he's a great person.
I don't see the terrible acting.
Team Dro,
I
Team
just
Lawrence,
don't see
You
Team
don't see the
Chad.
dryness in his acting.
No, he just seems like that's the personality he's trying to portray.
I
He's
feel
trying
like
to portray like somebody that's somewhat kind of standoffish, but he's giving himself. But you can tell that they're trying to portray it like he's holding on to some secrets.
I feel like he's very
Possibly.
comparable to Daniel. Daniel has a very reserved role,
Exactly.
but like
Daniel
Daniel
can
like the way he executes his like lines and shit is like a lot smoother. It feels like than
I feel like Nathan reading from a paper.
I didn't get that.
it does. Cre loves Nathan. That'll work. Men purposely are planning cheap dates, minimum effort, huge turn off.
I don't see why.
don't
Who does
feel-
that?
But
Who
I'm trying
plays
to.
cheap dates? Like I could see like
Well, niggas
if
would be
you
out
had
here
a
trying to
relationship with a girl for a long time and y'all just at that comfort level.
Not
like,
even that. We
nobody
talking about
has
people
to
that you
swear.
on the first date.
Maybe that may not apply to Colombia because it's just not a lot of places you're gonna spend a whole lot of money on anyway. But
places I know.
just doing the minimal effort, like
You ball out all
if I
the time.
take her here, or if I I don't know. I guess that's what it is.
Nathan fake, he gone. Bam, Veronica even agree with us.
Boy,
Veronica, your own sister.
Nathan didn't answer the phone.
He is, yeah,
So
you
we
still
don't
like
know yet. We don't know yet.
Yeah, but he called
What?
Liv. You saw the last episode?
Mhm.
You saw the last episode?
Yeah, I'm just want to wait because before I assume.
Nah, yo, he called Liv, but he ain't called Issa back.
Yeah.
You don't do my baby like that, first of all. If you gonna fuck with my baby, fuck with my baby.
He didn't call her back. Did y'all give him time to call her back?
Yeah, a whole day
it's been
and
days.
change.
Or what?
He had a whole day and some change now.
A whole day and some change.
Did he not have a whole day, a
He
whole
did.
ass day?
I don't know.
Look,
I
I know
just
that's-
gotta see.
That nigga's a traveling barber. Like he has time.
Traveling barber?
He is a traveling barber. I thought he was. Ain't that what I don't know.
He ain't never says profession. He got some scar. You don't know where the scar came from. Maybe it come from.
He got a scar?
Remember when they was in the pool and she was like, where that came from? He was like, don't worry about that.
Oh, bro, he transgender.
That's what people were saying in this discussion. Actually, people go in that group doing too much.
That's why I said I just want to see the episode instead of just assuming.
Right.
Can somebody tell me why Insecure still only 8 episodes a season?
Bro, the next episode is the penultimate episode. Then after that, it's gonna be the damn season finale.
The pin what?
What?
Penultimate.
What's that?
The episode before the end of the.
That's what you call it?
That's what it's called.
I didn't know that. That was the episode before the season
Niggas gonna
finale.
be culture out here.
Well, so Archie Fart says.
Jonesy. Nathan was cool until he goes to these. Exactly, Jonesy.
Bro, no, he was not. He's not been cool since he popped up on the show.
He was at least like.
He was cool when he beat that nigga ass in the car.
Yeah, he was cool as fuck when he did that.
You know what? We was just. I can't.
Bro, if he wasn't a bad actor, I would have no problem with it.
Exactly. That's the only thing. Okay. What was the last thing? Oh, men pretend to be something that they're not to be impressive. And finally,
Pretending.
men. This one surprised me a little bit. Well, not really. A lot of women said men worry about other men they're talking to when they're not in a committed relationship themselves. So like if they were fucking around and the dude was like, well, what about so and so? They got turned off by them asking about other dudes even though they're not actually together. I don't know if you've ever been in that situation, but I heard that's a turn off.
Yeah, trying to clock. I guess like watch you like.
Yeah, like trying to just that thing what men do when we try to possess you, but we don't want to claim you and shit.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't want to be in a relationship right now because you know what? But you want to act like you're in a relationship.
Man, shit. So is it valid when a man says like, all right, let's say you and a man having like a sexual relationship, right? And that's all it is. Is it valid for him to say, hey, if you smash with somebody else, I just want to know?
As long as you make that point up front, like you got to make that.
Yeah, like is that valid?
I can't say it is wrong. It just depends on the energy that you're giving off. Because sometimes it's more so like, oh, I'm only asking you so I can like call you a hoe, you know.
But what
which
if
is stupid. But if you're wanting to know for the sake of like, I mean, I'm pretty sure if you're asking, you probably wanted to know for the sake of, I just want to know in case something happened. If I catch an STD or something, I just need to know. Or if you feel like your feelings may be involved some way. You know what I'm saying?
You think it's valid then?
Yeah, I mean, I think any question is valid. Now, whether she's gonna be okay with it or not, that's her.
Mm-hmm.
I personally, when I'm dealing with somebody, I really don't want to know, because if you're gonna give me the answer, answer is just gonna be correct. I don't really want to know. I want to know if you're fucking somebody that feels like they're in a relationship with you. That's my biggest thing. Now, they feel you fucking with your baby mama and she come up to my house or whatever, find me on social media because she mad. I need to know that you were this deep involved with that person. But that's just me personally. So I just feel like, if that's what you prefer.
Okay,
whatever.
I didn't know if you felt like that was somebody trying to claim you or whatever.
I do feel like if you're gonna do that, you also have to be willing to share your side. But I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't really like the idea. That kind of reminds me somewhat of, so what's your body count? First of all, I don't even fuck with people who ask those stupid ass questions. Like, that's stupid.
Yeah, I've never to this day asked that question about it.
I asked when I was young.
Yeah, like when you're young, you're a grown ass man in your 30s and shit. Like that question kind of reminds me of that. Like, I want to know if you're fucking with somebody else. So you need to let the woman know, like, what is that answer gonna do for you? Yeah, I guess that's what it is.
Veronica said he shouldn't ask if he's not trying to be committed. So she ain't trying to hear the question at all.
Yeah, I feel anybody who feel that way.
She said he gonna cry if he get the truth.
You really want to know?
I fuck with all you hoes.
So, because sometimes the next question is, so when did you fuck him? Before you came.
An hour before, yeah.
Really?
I took a shower real quick. What you think?
Men be feeling like hoes and they don't like that.
So, speaking of men, shit that men don't like. These are instances of men change their mind about sex. They were ready to. Don't be looking at their list ahead of time. Number one answer. I know, right? Number one answer, hands down, was hygiene. Like, niggas said they was ready to get down, then they smelled something. And they was like, hell no.
I'm glad I've never smelled a stank coochie.
I have a couple times.
Really?
Yeah. Well, one is
that's because you a thought.
Bro, I didn't.
That's because
I ain't say you still did it, but like, well, what is this? The
Mike
woman. Never having
Mike smelled that thing.
Alternative
Go
facts.
in.
Alternative facts. Alternative face. Bro, it's so gross seeing it back on the screen. Another one, Will can attest to this. Woman not caring about using protection.
Yeah.
For the turn off.
Uh-uh.
I think a woman would be surprised to hear that. I think a lot of women think that men don't care about that shit, but we do. Another one was feeling like they were being used either for just to make them happy or to make an ex jealous.
Why do I care?
Will don't give a damn on none of that. You were like,
Well, don't get no.
Tyrone don't like me being with you like this.
Shut up. Turn around.
Disrespectful, bro. This is why you a slither in the show, man. This is why. Another one was woman demeaning them or purposely trying to make them feel like less of a man in some way, somehow. Dez was like adamant about that one.
But who would do like this? But the conversation was like you about to give them the D, and then you
then
stop,
they did something,
right?
Yeah.
Somebody you thought that you was gonna fuck pretty much. That you
Basically,
had,
that you was planning on, and they did. Like
Damn.
said, Dez said something like she was like. He said something. It was born on this. He said she was out of pocket or some shit like that. Oh, I don't know. That's crazy.
That's his experience.
He's still crazy. Not even
No,
just
he
that
is
statement.
crazy.
Oh, okay.
That is
So
crazy.
both exist.
By the picture we got tagged in earlier last week, you should.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
and the things that he
That's it.
sends in my
Same.
inbox.
Something wrong with this dude. Women showing lack of intelligence. Apparently, dudes care a lot about that.
They do.
Well, the men in your circle. I'm
Mhm.
sorry. A lot of men don't care. They don't care if a woman is smart or not. Men, progressive men.
But I
Men
don't
that are
really like
progressive.
stupid women either.
Yeah, like.
But is it gonna stop me?
The answer is a hard no.
It'll stop me from dating you.
Ain't gonna stop you from getting the draws. Getting too possessive after they've had sex at least once.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's a big turn off.
Woman.
Who did it?
Woman. Purposely.
Why you looking at me like that? Don't recall.
The Family Guy episode was Stu was like looking at his wife when he was old. All right, never mind.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I'm out of the loop. It's okay.
Woman purposely picking a fight earlier, thinking they can make up with sex later.
Who does that?
I've experienced that one time. That's very annoying.
That sounds like somebody you're really like in a relationship.
Yeah, this is like a long-term
That's so
relationship.
stupid.
Yeah, that's whack.
Grow up.
And last one, I think mainly Jonesy and somebody else had this. Didn't want an actual relationship, so they decided to stop having sex. Well, like before things got too serious, they decided to stop having sex.
What?
Wait, I don't understand the answer.
Let me read it again. Didn't want an actual relationship, so they figured they would stop having sex before things got too serious.
Oh, the man didn't want an actual relationship.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he didn't want the
okay,
woman.
so that would be the reason. Okay, the way you read it, yeah. So that would be the reason he's like, all right, I'm just not even gonna give her sex. Because
Yeah,
I already
I'm
know
gonna
she's
stop it
probably
now
not tight.
before I get my tires slashed or some shit.
You know what? The commonalities, even though the comments are different, at the core, it seems like people want you to be authentic. People want to feel comfortable and trusted.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
All that shit. To have like a good, hopefully like extended sexual relationship.
And
Yeah,
be of
self-respect.
substance. Be of substance, yeah.
And that's
Welcome.
remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Will's
Oh,
like,
of course.
We're just talking about smash.
Will's like, as long as you got a body, that shit don't break me out afterwards. Like,
As long as I ain't itching in 48 hours, I don't give a shit.
48
it
hours.
took me 12 hours to get here. But
Oh, God.
It took me 12 hours to get here.
So I guess we wrap it up. We roll up on the end of the show. Did y'all want to talk? So I want to talk about the importance of like knowing that you deserve a healthy, fulfilling sex life and not settling for less than that. You said earlier that you're not out here faking orgasms. I was surprised to know that so many women still do fake orgasms. If anybody fakes orgasms in the comment section, please comment.
That
Yeah,
makes me
like-
tired to hear that.
I would hope that a woman has never faked an orgasm with me.
I feel like you would know. Like I feel like how do you not know?
This is how you not know, not giving a fuck
Gracious.
and thinking and not paying attention to the woman. I don't know. Just, if you're really, really thinking about yourself and getting your nut, you're not really caring. Like you can look. I don't know. Maybe I don't know who y'all do it. Yeah.
What if she says it's too big?
I mean that's valid. That's
Says
valid.
If it's too big.
Yeah, that's valid. Because some women can't handle that. Yeah.
I was watching like random porn star interviews the other day. Well, I was on the 12-hour trip to New Orleans, so I had time. So it was like porn stars talking about like how to have sex with people. Like it wasn't porn; it was just like interviews on Vlad and shit. And one was talking about they've had sex with like Lexington Steele and shit. They said they would never have like a relationship with Lexington Steele in real life because that shit was too much.
Mike, can you describe what his penis looks like?
I don't know, man.
Yes, you can.
I watched everybo's seen Lexington Steele videos.
Oh, okay. You have. Don't play everybody.
Bro, you ain't never seen no Lexington Steele videos.
Bro, I don't know who that is.
But shut your
There
hat.
you go. I don't know who that
You
is.
wearing a hat like him right now and shit.
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know.
He's a famous porn star who's like fucked like 1,000 bajillion.
So you know what kind of hats he wears. You know how big his meat is
I know what kind of woman he has sex with.
because you're a fan of him.
Before I put you on blast on how you and
Mike-
Garrett was going crazy
Hey,
over me
hey.
and Roger Reynolds.
Mike, the only person that searched Pornhub for Lexington Steele. You know
What?
You the only dude. You
It's
the
never
only
happened.
straight man that searched for
Never
Lexington
happened
Steele.
before in my life.
He said, I don't care who he with, as long as it's him.
As long as he in there, blowing somebody back out.
Because I'm thinking about me.
Anyway, have you had incidents when you was like, this nigga's the worst. It was nigga was too big. You was like, nah, nigga. Like we had Mama G on the other day, like months back. What's Darren back here crying, killing him, dying? Mama G has the infamous story like when she was with some dude and she was talking mad trash in her younger years, and she pulled back the covers on the nigga and saw what he had. She like put the cover back on and just like, nigga, I'm gone. I'm about to fuck my shit up. You ever had an instance where you was just like, that shit is nah.
I don't want to put myself on the spot.
You ain't got to if you don't want to. Don't you got to.
I like big dicks. But you know what I'm saying? But I'm pretty sure
He said, all right, let's try it.
That's
but
right.
no, I'm pretty sure there are
Give it a whirl.
some that are just like unreasonably big. Like, you know what I'm saying? Which is fine because we actually want our uterus to still work. We want our ovaries
Very
to not
important.
get fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And I think most women are thinking in terms of men. Just some men are aggressive with sex. You don't have to be super aggressive when your dick is proportionately bigger. You know what I mean?
So niggas be trying to overcompensate.
Yeah, so that's the fear of it all, you know? So it comes to communication and assuming because we're going to go off of our experiences and we feel like if some men, they only see sex as like, oh, this is this aggressive tool. This is my time to be dominant, you know? So let me show the fuck out. And then there are some who are like, you know, let me see what she likes and let me, you know, ride the wave and see what kind of energy she gives based on this move or this act.
Absolutely. That's something that will.
I was just going to ask, what do you do as a little meat man?
Oh.
First of all, he just got Will Smith. He just got Will Smith McGree. Back in high
You
school.
making up names.
I'm trying to.
You making up
I'm laugh.
You said Mr. Smith?
I fucked it up. I was
Yeah,
trying
you
to laugh.
The lies that come out of his name.
Anyway, no, I think Jonesy said a woman's body will definitely communicate with you if you listen. Pleasing her, that's what I'm saying. Pleasing her will be
Preach,
pretty
brother.
straightforward. Like breathing patterns and shit. Like just the whole feng shui with each other's bodies. Like you know when somebody's uncomfortable with you in the bed. I feel like you know when somebody's just not feeling what the fuck you doing.
Yep.
I feel like.
For instance, I'm gonna bring up this point. Our bodies change throughout the month. For those of us who still have cycles, some women experience vaginal dryness a few days before. If a man has been fucking with you, been like having sex with you weeks up into that, he's gonna be like something going on. Some women sometimes vaginal dryness may come from stress. You know what I mean? So he might be like, you stressed out about anything right now? You know, that shows that man has been paying attention. He knows when you're not working properly. So I just feel like, if you're only in it for yourself, then you're gonna miss all of those things.
Absolutely, every single time. I think Cre putting the thing perfectly right now. I don't even know what else to add. Is that we right on 8 o'clock?
7:55.
We're doing pretty good. We have time for the rest of the week.
Yeah, we do.
We didn't give any sex tips though.
Oh, what's our sex tips then? We can give sex tips. You can kick it off.
Mike's sex tip for the week is.
You're gonna say something stupid. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm gonna wait.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cook something up real good. Right now. I'm gonna let him.
Something stupid up.
Go ahead. Give any sex tips.
I feel like when it comes to pleasing a woman, there's certain things you can do to warm her up. I think if most people like the fact that they feel secure and comfortable, things like, giving her a certain look, when you touch her, seeing if she responds to that, even sometimes asking the question, so where you want me to touch you next? She's like, what? You thought of me?
Right.
These are things that men should consider. There are people who don't deal with women. But I just feel like you can ask your partner questions and go off of their energy. Pay attention to their face sometimes. Pay attention to their body language. When they start to lock up and be real tense, find out why. Why are you so tense right now?
I feel like especially in a woman's like demeanor, like the moans, the breathing, the just like the willingness to flow with whatever you are putting her, or if she wants to put you in a certain position, all that stuff just happens naturally when a woman's comfortable, in my experience anyway.
Yeah.
Best way to kick things off is give head. I do. Very huge advocate of eating out pussy. Like, it's a wonderful thing. We don't fuck. It's like, nah, you ain't getting no.
No, I'm like the Jamaican nigga wrong to this shit.
What?
What's a Jamaican dude on YouTube? A nigga like is like super popular right now. He has a whole skit about that shit. It's just funny as hell. Why not, man? It's like,
no, I do. It's just
we'll be like,
it's not my shit. Like,
we'll be
it's not my shit. Like, I bet.
What you want? Oh,
You know what?
this is something me and one of my best friends. I don't know if you want me to say her name right now. Fellas, learn what the clit is, please. Like, she had like a whole ass rant. Like the other night, it's getting like extra adult now. About how niggas that she fuck with to this day that's like 25 and up still don't know what the clit is.
Listen.
Niggas just be down there with the lips just.
Here's the problem. Stop going to men about what women like.
Absolutely.
Ask the actual woman.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna take this back to me working in middle school one day. He said, I'm just
She's
gonna learn.
trying to
He's gonna
teach the
say,
babies.
I wasn't talking to him about sex.
Say
He said,
he's a woman,
I'm gonna
man.
learn. I was talking to him about y'all need to understand a girl's cycles and periods. He was asking me questions. He was like, I was like, go ask your mom and sisters. I'm just gonna ask my dad. You're gonna ask your fucking dad?
I think it's because like
You want to do it with
Your
somebody
dad
that
can't
you're
tell you
comfortable
shit. He don't
it's
have
not even
one.
that. It's not even that. I think so. Like throughout, like I think high school, I didn't even like talk about sex because like all my homeboys used to just brag on their shit. It just felt like lies. Like I didn't lose my virginity until I was like 18. But it just felt like it was a fabrications going on.
Stop talking to men about what women like.
Right.
And matter of fact, every woman likes something different. Talk to the actual woman you're trying to have sex with. So, what do you
Please
think
don't go
about
there,
this?
person.
Do you like this? These are questions that ask because, first of all, like for instance, when I'm talking to a man, getting to know him, if he be like, I don't need pussy. Oh, okay. Well, I know that I'm going to put you were here, and now you're here. All right, I'm not going to take you that serious. So, because that's not what I like. I'm not about to be in no whole relationship with you and you not going to eat me out. The fuck? Because I know what I like. So that's why you ask these questions before sex. Find out what are their likes and dislikes, and sometimes asking the bottom of why. Like, did you not like it because people did a horrible job? You know what I mean?
It's a very sexy way to ask those questions too.
Thank you. Share. Please share.
Do that song.
Say what?
Do it in a song.
I will not do that at all.
Song.
But you could just be like,
You're right.
do you like getting ate out from behind? Do you like?
Or have you ever? Because
Have you
now
ever?
framing the question, Have you ever?
Have you ever done? Yeah, I think that's the best one right there. Have you ever did such and such? If the partner you're dealing with is an insecure, you can tell like sex stories that you've had in the past, and then you get to learn like, oh, okay, she like to just jump off the fan on top of me, and okay, word.
Because
like,
you're going to hear what she likes, and you're definitely going to hear what she doesn't like if she's comfortable with you.
Absolutely.
I think you guys should check out Brand McKnight's Let Me Show You.
Let me show you.
I think you showed me that video.
Or what you
I think
could
somebody
do,
just told me about that because I was talking to
what you
somebody
could
about
do
making
is
songs.
just go in, get you, and then in the
Sorry, Cre. I
And
told you
then
this
in
what
the-
happened. I told you. I told
and
you
then in
what
the
happened.
following 6 minutes that you cuddle with her,
6 minutes.
you say,
So he was like, all right, time to go. Put your gloves on. Time to go.
You have a sex with boots on, so you can.
See?
was that good for you? Because it was good for me.
It was all good for me.
So if it was good for me, that means it was definitely good for you.
Will is the worst. I
God.
What about people making men comfortable, women making men comfortable in the bed?
That's
the norm. That's what
if
most
your woman's
women.
comfortable, then
Most women are more comfortable pleasing a man over getting theirs. So that's
That's
like a
very true.
given. Like
That's
we
very
really
true.
want to be honest about it because we have stuff, on the line. We have our reputation is on the line. Some women are holding back because they don't want to be seen as a hoe. Some women are giving too much hoe to the wrong man because it's levels. Like women can, most of the time, men take charge in the bedroom anyway.
We like feeling powerful. That's really what it's about. I'm being honest. Like that's part of the sex. Like people
this is definitely
like
part
the
of it.
power.
Feeling powerful.
Yeah.
So in what ways can a woman make you feel powerful? I don't know if I prepared for these answers, but we're going to give you the floor.
She
We're going to
can-
talk about men's numbers.
You want to say something stupid? Whenever he looks up like that.
I saw it. I'm already reading it. You know him better than me.
Um,
What about this?
if she, hold on, where's that? She needs to lay me down.
Lay you down.
What's that shit on Urban Dictionary?
He used to pull my, like, he'll put his legs up so he can put his drawers up.
You know, like a baby, like change the baby down.
Yeah.
Like,
Here, baby, good
She needs to
job.
lay me down,
Oh, you
pull
know
down my
what?
boxer briefs ever so gently.
Ever so gently. Okay.
bro.
She just need to eat my booty, man.
You know that Tank swag, like, just eat all my booty hole.
Okay.
Tank said he pulled his head legs up. Tank said, no, bro. I think he be
Taking the missionary position.
the missionary was just his
Legs
legs.
bent back.
He got his legs like, you know how you be having your lady. He be having this shit over his damn.
Oh my God. No, let him finish.
Go ahead, man.
So what else? She gotta. Never mind.
Yeah, I don't know why you follow me.
Oh,
up.
I don't know why you.
Can we
We're back
get
for
some
more.
serious? Okay, how do women make you feel powerful?
By just giving me like their all, like just their whole selves. Most powerful I felt is like when a woman is just like, I literally feel I can do whatever I want with her body, and I don't mean that as
Not like in a massaging.
no,
way,
yeah, you know what I'm saying.
but like just being
treat like shit,
open and
but
vulnerable.
her complete like she feels completely safe enough to give me her whole self, so like I can just put her in whatever position I want to. We can swap positions. We can swap like power, I guess, domination in the whole session. I can be on top, she can be on top. I can talk shit, she can talk shit. Like it's all fluid, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like there's no judgment. Like she doesn't feel like I don't want to do this because so and so, or I don't want to be too extra. Like she just feels like she can just be her whole freaky ass self, and all that's for me. Like this whole being is for me right now. That's when I feel most powerful.
That makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? Jonesy said, but when and how do you broach those topics about sex? Some people are turned off when you or cancel you when you even ask them about it too early and by their measure. I think you have to go with the flow of the conversation. Like it's just like niggas sending dick pics way too early or something. Like, we don't send dick pics at all. But niggas be talking to a woman sometimes and just send a dick pic. Don't about to break the glass over. When like, you very well,
doing, bro?
I don't know. When you very well could have been having could have sex in your future if you just continue to just be cool. Or like you talk about the fallback game a lot. When niggas just don't like relax, like they don't just let shit flow. And like if you take a woman on a date and she says, "Oh, I'm tired. I just want to go home." Instead of crying, like just take her home and just keep talking. And you probably will get sex later that week. I think you just go with the flow of the conversation. Like if it flows in that area, you feel it naturally happening.
Yes.
And y'all naturally start talking about freaky shit. Or y'all, it's like when you go for a kiss. Like who's ever asked for a kiss? Like when the first kiss.
Nobody does. It's just it happens, and if they kiss back, you like, boom. Okay, I'm in there.
Yeah. It's just like that. Like you just gotta go with the flow. If they do get turned off, then you can be like, "Oh, my bad."
Okay, well, I'm sorry. Maybe if you're not ready yet, I understand.
Boom.
If you're not ready to have this discussion yet, I understand.
Boom.
Yeah, and I had a thought. Basic. Sometimes it's just better to allow the woman to do that. Sometimes you can. Okay, I hope I'm not giving away too much game. But okay, if you're watching, let's say you're watching. If y'all get to the point of Netflix.
Hold on 1 second.
Shut the fuck up.
Netflix.
So if you guys are watching a movie about sex, sometimes that's the discussion is going to go there. So what did you think about that situation?
I'm not gonna lie, I've used that before.
Yeah, like sometimes choosing a funny sex scene, a movie with a funny sex scene where you're like, what? And then you're like, so what's something funny that happened to you? And then now y'all are gonna go all over the place.
No, that's very true. I did it with like.
And if she gets uncomfortable and she's like, I don't want to talk about it, then you got to move.
Like, that was the swing and a miss. All right, next. I've done it with like porn documentaries on Netflix and shit. Like I'll just put on a porn documentary. Yeah, they're actually really good too, and they're actually really interesting. And then you just.
Do they have one for Misty Stone?
Misty Stone.
Misty Stone.
No.
Who is that?
But I know.
You don't know who Misty Stone is? I love her.
I bet you. Is Stacey in here?
Misty Stone.
She also has a Facebook.
She has the curly hair. She's light skinned with brown curly hair.
Sad thing about the Netflix, they'll feature a lot of black porn stars. Right?
Yeah, well, I saw her talking on YouTube about she was talking about racism in porn. She was saying like in her earlier years she did the race play, and she's like, now please, there's no amount of money you can. So that was interesting.
Who was I talking to about? In my younger days, I saw like when I was like in high school. One of my favorite porn stars, she did one of the Confederate like white guy gangbang, and they were like, "Suck our dick, nigger," and then just like slapping her in the dick with the face on the dicks, and I was like disgusted. I didn't even know.
That makes me feel so bad for them because like you really had to be in a real like, I really need this money.
Right.
This situation will go along. Ugh,
crazy.
That's disgusting.
Anyway, this was a wonderful conversation. I'm sorry we have to wrap it up, but. This is a fantastic combo. I wish we could have.
The thirst of the week?
Yeah, what's the thirst of the week?
Put it in the comments.
All right, so this thirst of the week is going to be,
you leaning in so
why you leaning in?
It's Cre speaks. No, it's not. But you are bad, though. There you go.
Thank you.
It's going to be, I was trying to find somebody that was inspirational because, like lately we've been doing people that got stuff going on. Mm-hmm. But this week it was not that. It's this girl named Mulan Vuitton.
Who is this?
Mulan
Vuitton.
_Vuitton.
Yeah, Mulan. No, double underscore. That's double underscore.
She's doing a lot already.
Yeah, that look like a double underscore.
Yeah,
she's doing a lot.
She's the CEO of Brats.Angels.
Yep.
Okay. She
got one shirt. Let's not front.
She's gorgeous.
Yeah. She got one shirt. That's all that's sold on that website. So you can catch her on Instagram at Mulan __ VUITTON. She's a stripper from Miami.
How do you know about? Is this one of your?
Somebody.
It's one of my follows.
Where you follow so much from?
She's a
she got the. She's pretty bad.
Is she black?
No, she
bro, we only do black women. What you doing?
She looks like she.
We only do black women, Cre.
No, bro.
You fucking up.
She looks Latina.
Bro.
Or possibly mixed. I can't really tell.
Crystal Westbrook's super mixed.
She's black though.
She's mixed though.
She's black.
She mixed with
black and
this
something
girl.
else.
Okay, look at her. She looks like she can possibly be mixed or Latina.
We'll ain't confirmed, so
we just don't know.
She's a beautiful woman regardless, but she can't be thirsty weak because she ain't black.
Well, I had another one.
It's just ambiguous. We just don't.
Okay, I got another one. If you want a black girl,
you got a black up. Oh, that's what I say. Black up. What's the backup thirst?
All right, the backup thirst is this girl named Taylor Banner.
Taylor bad, bro. That should be your first choice. Lord Jesus.
Yeah, she only got 45,000, so she's still low key.
Yeah, we can still
She's
talk
still
to her.
low-key.
She might shout us out if we tag her. Like
I know, right? We got. You can catch. Since Mike has disapproved the first one,
except the first one out.
Our backup, which Mike said should have been the first up.
Damn sure should.
Is Taylor.Banner on Instagram. She bad. She got all the chesticles.
She got chest meats for days. Chest meats. Show the chest meats.
Darby,
like Brian called it titty breast.
How do you deal with them, Darby?
He's been saying worse stuff.
Look at things. I'm spilling out.
Imagine using 7-Eleven and you just walk across.
She's just gorgeous.
Yeah, she is. She's really pretty.
I set markers in there.
And I would shoot her club up.
Okay. Well,
she ain't got nothing going on. She's just a model.
She's just out here.
Ain't no just a model. A model is a
she's
career.
Get his ass. Get his ass.
IG model.
It's not no just an IG model.
Actually, I was wrong. She's a food blogger.
Stacey, where was you at? We was talking about Misty Stone earlier. You should.
Y'all gonna start reducing what we do as nothing.
I would never do such a thing.
Models are influencers.
Exactly.
And people and beautiful women.
Absolutely.
Boom bow.
Chauncey.
Shit.
Yep.
Yeah, shit. Stacey, you came at the end. We were talking about porn stars earlier. You've been all up in that
Well,
conversation.
she's so goddamn cute.
Bro, we in the show.
Oh,
so
and can I do my thirst of the week?
All right, we got like 2
I'm
minutes.
gonna choose women. All right, Anna Fox,
The porn star.
the dark skin porn star. I love her, and also Young Baby Tate. She is a
You always talking about Young Baby Tate.
Young Baby Tate, which is YUNG Baby Tate, TATE. I can't just say she's a rapper. She sings, she raps, she dance, she produces. Yes. Check her out. She has really rainbow hair right now. So
go man. Check out all these thirsts, man. We give y'all 3 thirsts in one show.
Mike says check out Bad Babies.
No. Blood. God no. Catch Me Outside, girl.
Fuck her. Fuck her and the niggas that put her on.
We had to close our eyes on that shit.
Bro.
Because that shit get on my nerves.
Y'all didn't put her
Of
on.
all of the damn women, all of the black girls or women y'all could put on, you could put on this dumb little.
We not.
I'm not. Let me just choose.
Rennie Rucci got a song coming out with Lil Yachty.
I love her.
I'm gonna say this. I don't think Rennie Rucci signed to. You remember, like a long time ago, she was signed to Quality Control.
Well, ever since being signed to them, she's been putting out way more stuff. Like,
Will say she don't think she was really signed. She just said that to build a clout or something.
I think that they would have exposed her. I saw her on their page though.
Oh,
yeah, she was on their page. It was a long time ago. I just think y'all niggas be hating on
No, I'm not. Will's over there.
We just be hating on women.
I'm saying, like, y'all always gotta question shit.
I'm not questioning none. I actually don't follow Rennie Rucci that.
See, somebody would have been exposed her, like, oh, she's lying about being attached. So. You know what I'm saying? Come on, let her shine.
Let her shine with William.
Anyway,
and she's very inspirational too, by the way.
How so?
She's about.
I don't ever really hear.
She's about good vibes. Like she's about good vibes and like not hating on people. You know, if people get into the bag, I love her for that. Like she sometimes talk about how people just want to see other people doing bad. You know, like she's real. Like she's real, and I really appreciate her work ethic. You know, how hard she's going in her branding.
No, I'll give her that.
Yeah,
she's working her ass off.
Yeah, her music. I like her. At first, I didn't really care too much for her raps, but now it seems like her sound is developing more. Yeah. And I'm like, okay. I think
that was just part of the production. Like, I don't think the production was that great at the beginning.
Well, I don't even know if it was the production for me. It was more so like, I just didn't really feel like, okay, you're not really saying anything, but I felt more, now I feel more energy behind what she's saying. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that probably could be a production thing. Maybe she didn't ride certain beats the way, you know, that best suit her. Yeah. Definitely.
Dope, man. Wonderful. Take all these thirsts, man. We give y'all all the
Oh, is it still going?
It is. We should have been wrapped it up because we only got like 30 minutes. Smack all the shit up.
All right. So,
oh my God.
We want to thank y'all for joining us on another lovely
episode. Thank y'all so much. Thank you, Stacey, for being in on it, even though they didn't put any input in being here.
My bad, ghetto hackers.
What? I don't know what Jones talking about porn still.
Bro, you talking about looking at Anna Fox.
He might be.
Anna Fox is gorgeous.
Cheers.
I'll see if she's gorgeous tonight.
We don't care. She's gorgeous.
That's all Ralph mean when he was watching porn. He was like putting the lotion on him. Nigga had an angry face putting lotion on him. Watch this. The Ralph Me was going too far. I'm talking about favorite cartoon being disrespected like this.
So yeah.
Wait. They had her.
Uh-huh.
You're saying that she was in a.
No, I was just you talking about porn.
I was
He
like,
watching
what?
porn.
How did this happen?
Nah, you ain't missed that.
All right, so thank you for joining us on another lovely episode. We want to thank Miss Cre. You can catch her at Cre Speaks Media and Cre Does It All.
Cre does it all first, please.
Okay, at Cre
Well,
Does It
Cre
All.
does it all. That's my model / personal page. And Cre Speaks Media. If you're into indie music blogs, you want to know about what events are going on around Columbia and beyond.
Do that.
As always, I am Will the host. You can catch me on Instagram at Will the Third, WILLTHA.
It's not even a real Instagram.
THIRD.
It's not real.
THAIRD.
Don't worry about this. No one will ever check it out. No one will ever look
Will the with the A.
Oh,
Third.
at it.
You can catch Michael
Are you really a third?
on Instagram.
He's
At
a third
Ghetto
of the show.
Gaggers.
That's what he is.
I don't even want to know what's on that page.
Michael also manages the Lexington Steel fan page. It's private, so you gotta make it's private, so you gotta make sure you
And
message.
then you paid for that shit. All money is good money. In the show, man. Dang.
Yeah.
You
Y'all
still
can't
talking?
be laughing so much into a headache.
All right. Well, thank y'all again, and peace out.
I love y'all. Will doesn't.
I do.
He doesn't.
Okay, I'm gonna stop it. Right?
Well, that's what we're hoping.
We're gonna stop it, and we're cut.
You asshole.